Perfect. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Bill Levinson, managing partner with Levinson and Associates. Do me a favor, guys. If you can mute your phones, that would be great. Okay, we have a huge number of attendees, so my hat goes off to each and every one of you for joining us on today's call. I know how valuable every minute is, especially of your time in the middle of the day, so thank you. My goal is that everybody walks away with some great information that you can use to ultimately make more sales and put more money in your pocket, right? That's the name of the game. Helping clients, helping yourself, and we all win. Okay, so Andrew, Matt, just mute. If you can hit the mute button, that would be great until I introduce you. Okay, so I want to give everyone a quick 100-foot overview of what we are talking about today. You probably saw some of our marketing pieces saying how we're going to change your life, literally. Well, I didn't say that lightly, and I meant it. And the reason why is because as agents, okay, and as technology changes and things are getting better and more streamlined, and most important, these tools and carriers and vendors are evolving, right? It's a different world now. So as agents, it's important that we all know and understand what's available to us. What tools can we start to utilize today to make our lives easier, right? To literally, and we have agents, and I know a couple of them are on the phone, that don't leave their house. They literally sell, and these are top of the table producers and agencies. They don't leave their house. They're using e-apps and drop tickets and e-policy delivery and some of our iPipeline tools, and it makes things very, very simple for them. We all know 10, 15 years ago that wasn't possible. Okay, you literally had to get in your car and drive from appointment to appointment, and yes, you would call prospects or leads over the phone, and as soon as you got somebody hot, you know, you met them at the local McDonald's or at their living room table on a Wednesday night at 8 o'clock before dinner. So those days are over, okay? And yes, you have to be able to get in your car, and if the case is big enough and you know you want to meet someone at a Starbucks, absolutely, by all means. But some of these smaller term and UL cases, especially mortgage protection, final expense, sell over the phone. Okay, it works, and with webinars and some of this cool technology we're going to talk about today, you can do this now. It's a different world, and we have helped you make things easier and simpler for all agents. So great stuff that Matt's going to share today. We have Matt Ademick from iPipeline. We also have Andrew Paris, our marketing director here at Levinson and Associates, joining us as well. And we have a very unique relationship, okay, with iPipeline. And I think it's important for everyone to understand. iPipeline is hands down the largest technology provider in the insurance industry today by far, okay? And it's a blessing in disguise. And what happened with us and iPipeline? The long story short, I have been a huge part of the Amplify company that used to provide, you know, e-applications and e-policy delivery, and then iPipeline acquired Amplify, and we all kind of became one, and I have helped them out tremendously. In turn, they have helped us out tremendously and our agents. And one of those great, unique ways and strategies was we are the first and only pilot agency to launch this new iSolve tool. Okay, so my hat goes off to them, and Matt, really, thank you so much for the unique opportunity and the chance to get this off the ground. Now, our job in return is we have to give feedback. So you're going to see the tool in a few more minutes, but it's our job as the IMO to give good feedback, bad, indifferent, whatever the case is, we have to share with them. So I'm asking all of our agents to give us the feedback so I can share. The advantage is you're going to have a head start against all other agents out there in the field. So, and again, okay, put your marketing hat on. If you have any agents under you, you should be talking about this because, again, this gives you a unique opportunity, okay, and it also, it allows you to be one step ahead of other GAs competing for the same business. So if I were you, I would be talking about this platform and tool this afternoon. So basically, in a nutshell, what this does, and Andrew, let's go to the next slide here. It allows you for the first time ever to quote permanent products, okay, for starters, IUL, UL, and GUL, okay, on one easy to use platform. You can run short pay scenarios, long pay. You can look at, let's say, just maybe target premium on a 20 pay and see who looks the best, and make sure that you're getting paid full target when you're comparing all the products. There's no more going from, let's say, a carrier software platform over to WinFlex, over to iPipeline to do a comparison, which literally can take 30, 40 minutes. This is everything in one spot right from our website. And ultimately, the big picture, and they're working on this today, but the big picture is when you run these quotes, you're going to be able to populate that info right into a drop ticket or e-application. And guess what? If a signature page is needed for the illustration, you press another button, and there's the full carrier illustration. So everything at your fingertips, no more exiting, going to another site, going back, closing this out, closing that out. Everything is so simple now. So as you can tell in my voice, we are so excited about this. Also, what you're looking at in front of you is our brand new podcast, okay? Very, very excited about this as well. We launched this out January of this year, so last month, a Bill Levinson experience, and our very first episode was with my mentor, Xray. And if you haven't heard this yet, please take a look. It's a free download. Jeff Levitetz was my mentor and is my mentor for over 20 years. He's a top Forbes 150 member year after year. He is the Cleveland Clinic Man of the Year in 2018, also very well known in the industry. He also owns the largest privately held company in the state of Florida. So very, very knowledgeable guy. I think everyone on this call needs to give it a shot. Listen to the interview between me and Jeff Levitetz, and it's not insurance related, but I think everyone can walk away with a little nugget of information that will help motivate and inspire you, or maybe even write down one of Jeff's quotes that will help you on your next sale, or help you get going tomorrow morning at 8 in the morning when you're just trying to get the day started. So listen, we want to hear feedback, okay? What I'm most excited about is month number 3. We have Gary Vaynerchuk as our guest speaker. If you don't know who Gary Vaynerchuk is, look him up. Gary V also owns Vayner Media. He is like a young version of Tony Robbins, okay? The guy, when it comes to marketing online, social media, YouTube videos, selling through the internet and through your website, he is bar none the man. And I'm flying up to New York on March 19th to their main corporate office. We're going to sit down for an hour, and I'm literally interviewing Gary V. We're going to have that episode on my podcast channel by the end of March. So very excited. We're not stopping there. I have the editor and owner of Insurance Newsnet magazine. We locked him up for the summertime. So this is going to be a game changer. First time ever in the insurance brokerage industry to have an educational podcast like this. So check it out from your iTunes store. Also for Google Android users, this is going to be available on Spotify by the end of this month. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Okay, moving forward, you're going to want to know where to go, okay, when you want to access the iSolve tool. So right from our website, KerryLevinson.com, if you hover over the life quote request, everything is at your fingertips. We have our term, ROP quote engine, permanent products, iSolve will be there. And then for any products you're a little confused about or you don't know where to go for what, no problem. We have a life quote request option, and these forms pop up in front of you, and you can literally fill out the form. It goes to one of our marketers. We will run the quote and send it back the same day as long as we get it before 4 o'clock. Okay, so again, we're just trying to help make your life easier and ultimately allow you to make more sales so we can do all of your back end work. All right, moving forward here, another great piece of technology and tool, especially if you're selling over the phone. Actually, it doesn't even matter in person or over the phone. This is the 24/7 Xray underwriting system, free to all Levinson agents. Another iPipeline tool that we are big fans of, okay, because again, in the past, you had your yellow legal pad and rate books and all of your underwriting guides for each company. Now everything is built into Xray, very streamlined. You literally can put in, let's say you have an appointment today at 4 p.m. You have a client who's, let's say, 5'9", 310 pounds. You don't know what carrier will take him, what health class, what the premium will be. Well, this will tell you in seconds, real time, all of the carrier's health class and premium for that particular client, which takes all of the legwork out of the mix. So this will simplify your life. Check it out, Xray, on the Kerry Levinson website. All right, now, before we introduce Matt, I'm just going to say that we're not stopping here, folks. And Matt knows from my pipeline that if they come out with a new tool, a new piece of technology, let's say it could be for our agency management system or for our website, whatever the case is, Matt knows to come right to me first, because I'm going to give him feedback, and I want a pilot program for our agents because I constantly want you guys in growth to have a head start, right? That's the name of the game, and technology is changing so fast. As you see, it's changing our industry, and if we are not in the know, then we're going backwards, okay? So I made that point very clear to Matt for the last few years. Without further ado, I'm going to introduce my friend from my pipeline, Matt Ademick. Matt, you there?
I'm here. How's everybody doing today?
How
you doing, Bill?
Great, Matt. Thank you.
Awesome. All right. Well, once I get control here, I will share my screen, and I'm going to get started on a little presentation for you, and then we'll hop into a demo so you can see exactly how to use this iSolve product. Bill, can you guys see my screen okay?
Yes, we can see it.
Perfect. Awesome. So again, the product that we're going to be talking about today to help you guys sell, some more permanent products is called iSolve. Again, like Bill said, this is something that you as a Levinson associate agent have initial and early access to. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about what iPipeline's trying to do through this PowerPoint, and then we'll hop into the demo, like I said. So what we've been doing is focusing on machine learning, both not only iPipeline but also Levinson as well. He's very interested in this with us, and we've been working together to see how we can just make the industry easier for agents to be more successful. So as you, as an agent, already know, 70% of all life insurance applications will require a signed illustration. And last year in the industry alone, there was 10 million signed illustrations that were completed. But not only do we have 10 million, just you as the agent, as you know, you go out and you may have 4 meetings a week, whether that's on the phone or in person, and you're going to need at least 10 illustrations per each meeting, just so that you don't have to walk out. You want to make sure that you have what you need to sell a product. So that's about 40 illustrations per week, and you're really only getting, from industry averages, we see about a 25% close rate. So we're seeing that we're running about 40 illustrations for every 1 signed illustration. So what iPipeline is trying to do, I'm sorry, so that was 4 million illustrations that we ran as an industry as a whole. And again, what you're trying to do is get rid of, is how you can handle a client curveball. If you're out in the field and the agent, or the consumer says, hey, I have high blood pressure. Well, maybe you didn't know this before, and you got quoted you quoted him at standard plus. Well, if he's a high blood pressure, he's definitely not going to get quoted as standard plus. So you ask for all these different illustrations so that you can handle all these client curveballs. So you call up, whoever your IMO or BGA is, Levinson Associates, and you're saying, hey, I need 250, 500, 750 million dollars. On top of that, I need 10, 20, 30, and full pays. I need a preferred and standard because I'm not sure if he has got high blood pressure or not. And last time I talked to him, he was 55, but maybe he's 56 now. I'm not sure. And then I need your top 6 carriers. So, you know, and then you're having to wait. And then you have to wait for all these illustrations instead of having them at your fingertips. I know Levinson's one of the top to get it to you as fast as you possibly can, but with these the systems like WinFlex that they're using before, it takes a lot longer. They can only move as fast as that product moves. Our product is going to be a lot faster. We're using machine learning to pre-run as many illustrations as we possibly can. So in the past, 95% of all ran illustrations were just thrown in the trash. We want to be able to handle 80% of all the requests via machine learning, and then the remainder of the 20 are going to be handled by back office staffs by Levinson, and he's going to still run what he can. So our robots here are going to pre-run these illustrations, and they're going to do this every month or every time a rate changes. And then every month or every time a rate changes, we're going to throw those illustrations in the trash. So here's what we're going to be running and what's going to be available to you. You're gonna have payment lengths of 10, 20, 30, full and single pay from ages 18 to 80. Death benefit amounts in $10,000 increments from 10,000 to 4 million. You're gonna have both male and female. And then your health classes are going to be preferred plus to preferred tobacco. So anything under, if it's a standard tobacco or below, that's still going to be needed to be handled by your back office staff at Levinson. So what we found out from all those permutations, combinations, we have about 1.5 million illustrations per carrier that we want to run. And we don't want to just provide you one carrier. We want to give you the top 20. So we're going to be running 30 million illustrations every month or every time a rate's going to change. And then we also need to do that within a 24-hour period because we don't want you to ever be without a rate that's not accurate. So we put our robots to the test, make sure they could do it, and they nailed it. They were able to do everything that we wanted them to do. So basically, here's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be throwing these robots into carrier illustration software. They're going to run the full illustration. So both the disclosure and the illustration are going to be included. Now, at this point in time, you just want to start negotiating numbers, so we don't need the disclosure language yet. So we're just going to push that aside. And then what we also did is we taught these robots how to lift off pertinent information from the illustration to be able to throw it into our database so that we can syndicate that information out in a platform that's agent friendly so that you can use it and wrap it around and look exactly like what our term quote engine looks like today that you know and love that you use. So I'm going to hop into a quick demo here, and you'll be able to access this through Levinson's site, Levinson and Associates site, so you can just use your same existing login information that you're doing today. And once you put your credentials in, you will receive the same quote engine that you're used to, where you're just putting in a name, a birth date, their gender, whatever state you're working in, the consumer is in. But then you're going to have additional product drop downs. So before you were only able to see term, maybe a term with simplified issue and GUL. We're going to add we're going to add another GUL for benchmarking, current assumption UL, and those are available today to you. Index UL accumulation and index UL protection will be available at the end of this month, and then whole life linked benefits and final expense will be coming out later this year. So you'll be able to quote all of these different products from multiple different carriers and actually get a full illustration from that by this year, all from one platform. So just for demo purposes, I'm just going to show a GUL uh, product type, and then I'm going to show you the additional features that are involved in this iSolve product. Again, you're going to have multiple different solve options, but we're handcuffing you a little bit because we're only looking to handle about 80% of all quotes that are coming through today. And then your pay periods, like I said, are 10, 20, 30, full, and single. And then your health classes are preferred plus to preferred tobacco. And then death benefits need to be entered in $10,000 increments. So no $5,000 increments, but you'll be able to get most of the quotes and pretty much all the quotes that you're going to need to be able to give. So I'm just going to run a quick 250. You can still add 3 death benefit amounts, so that's not changing. You'll be able to do that as well for this. I'm just going to run one for this demo. Again, I want to express how fast this is. WinFlex, you're normally waiting for a while to get information back. Once I hit get quote, which I'm going to do right now, you'll see within seconds multiple different illustrations. The other thing that we're adding is target premiums, which I know is huge for agents because they might know what the premium amount is, but they usually get paid out on target amounts. So you're going to want to know what that target amount is. So right away we see the premium amount. We also see cash value inflection points, which is huge for for selling because it's just a lot. You can express cash values a lot easier than you used to be able to do. You also can then handle client curveballs. Like remember when I gave the high blood pressure instance earlier? Well, if he does have high blood, or he or she does have high blood pressure, we can just click here and change that health class based off of based off of what they think they might be or what you think they might be, and then new premium amounts, new cash value inflection points will show up. Currently, I'm showing this, or I'm sorting this by best 20-year cash value. I can always change that. If maybe I want to see lowest premium amount, I can do so. I'm just going to switch this back to preferred. I can show best premium or highest target if I would like. It'll then refilter the different carriers that are shown here and give you what the best premium amount is. Another dead in the water situation where you'd have to go back and call Levinson and Associates again would be where the death benefit amount might change. Right now we're showing 250. Maybe they might want to see a 500. You can add that as well. The other thing that's really cool is we can go through all these different pay options. So right now we're only seeing 10 pay. If I wanted to maybe click or highlight a couple of these, I can do so and kind of scroll through all the different pay options to see how that premium value might change by carrier. So, right now at a 10 pay, Prudential is at the top. But if I switch over to a 20 pay, Prudential kind of slides down a little bit here and AIG comes to the top. If I go over to a 30 pay, Prudential's third, Nationwide comes to the top, a full pay, Prudential's further down, and a single pay, Prudential's all the way down. So all these different carriers have different, premium amounts, as based off of what the pay options are, and it just really allows you to see that. But again, like I stated before, maybe this guy, maybe your customer says, "Hey, Nationwide, for this $5,100 for this 30 pay looks like a great product. Maybe maybe I can afford a little bit more than that." Again, instead of having to call the agency again or going on WinFlex Web and trying to find something else, you can just hit add amount. Maybe you want to show them what a $500,000 policy looks like. You can add that death benefit amount. It'll recall our system and then show you what that looks like down below. So really cool stuff. I think in a matter of a couple minutes here, I probably just showed about 60 to 80 illustrations in a minute and a half. That used to take hours upon hours to run. So really cool stuff. That is what is available today for you guys to use on Levinson's site. there is additional features coming. This product is brand new, and again, you guys are pilot users. All these rates are correct, so don't feel hesitant in not using them. We want you guys to use them. We also want feedback, so whatever feedback you can give us, feel free. You can either contact myself or Bill or somebody in his office, whoever you normally work with, and we would love to hear all the feedback that you can give. Now, I want to just take you real quick into our full vision of this product. We eventually want you to be able to hit an action button here and hop into either view additional details, run that full illustration, start an e-application or print paper applications. Obviously, e-app's the best way to go. Paper app's kind of old news, but if that's the way you like to run your business, that's fine too. I'm just going to click on view details here. Hitting that's going to show you that full illustration like I showed you before that robot's going to be able to run. And then eventually we'll be able to actually go and pull all the disclosure language as well and populate a PDF up on our screen that's going to be an NAIC compliant illustration that you can either share, download, or start an e-application on. But you'll be able to show the full illustration. Click on start an e-app. It'll carry over all that information from whatever you put into the quote, carry it over, and you can start a drop ticket e-application, whatever's available for that carrier with that product. And that's, again, an NAIC compliant. You can then do one single signing ceremony for both illustration and the e-application, and it's e-submitted to Levinson and Associates, and you're done. You're ready to go. Product sold. So that's pretty much all I have. Bill, Andrew, if you guys want to hop back on and take over.
That was perfect. That was perfect,
Awesome.
Matt. Yeah. Thank you so much. And we have a couple other great things that we want to share as well. Thank you, Matt. We're also gonna send out a thank you email to everyone that's on the call, and we're gonna include some of these brochures, where the link is to get started, and then some of the podcast link and Thursday's webinar registration. So right now, we're gonna end in about 5 minutes, by the way. Just a couple of other important things. Andrew is going to take the wheel for a minute, and then I'll pick back up and we'll end the call. Andrew, you there?
Yep, thanks, Bill. Appreciate it, guys. Just want to quickly go over our 2019 Agent Expo. Many of you on the call might have already been to this event. If you have not been to this event, you absolutely need to be here. Okay, so we put this on every single year. This is going to be the biggest event to date. We're going to have hundreds of agents from all over the country flying in, and we hope you join us. And we're going to have, keynote speakers, carriers, inside information about new products and services hitting the market, different sales strategies. This is going to be, a real game changer for you to really increase your business and walk away with something that you can actually use when you walk out the door. Okay, so Bill and our team, we put a lot of time, resources into this, and we're having one of the best keynote speakers in the country. Joe Ross is going to be joining us. He is a national sales trainer, decades of experience. Has turned, agents into MTRT producers. I mean, the guy is unbelievable. So you definitely want to check this out. It's on May 10th, 2019. So mark your calendar to come out to this event. And we do have qualifications to actually fly you here and put you up in a hotel. If you're an active writing agent with us and you're doing the business, we can talk about those qualifiers and get you down here on our dime. I'm going to move forward and quickly talk about our upcoming agent training events. Our agency automator tool is really taking off. It's really taking agents' business to the next level. And you'll see here in front of you, we have a training every single day at 2 p.m. Eastern. Okay, so each day we dive into different tools, different components of the tool so that you become more dangerous and learn how to use it more effectively. I really want to key in here on the Friday Best Practices webinar. We just added this not too long ago, and we have a lot of agents that come to us and they say, Andrew, this program's great. I love everything that you tell me that it can do, but I don't understand the best way to use it. How do I do that? So this Friday and every Friday moving forward, we will be having a live call where you can talk to our head trainer and other agents on the call, and it's going to talk about how to really best use the program. Different agents using it already that have seen success. really get an idea of what to expect and how to use it more effectively. Also, this Thursday on 2/21 at 2 p.m. Eastern, we're hosting a top disability sales ideas training. You definitely want to check this out, and we're giving away a free book that's going to go over how to help you prospect and generate more business for your disability sales. So you definitely want to get on this call and do not miss that. And I'm going to get it back to Bill to wrap things up.
Okay, thank you, Andrew. Just about done here. So, I just want everyone to understand, you see a lot of our, the podcasts and the monthly videos and Agency Automator and this technology from iPipeline, and you say to yourself, well, they don't charge for anything, literally. We don't charge a penny for anything. The only thing that you have to pay for is if you're using our free website and free CRM, there's a $9.95 charge for the hosting, okay? But everything is free, okay? And the reason why we're able to do this, and we have so many agents say, oh my God, the value add at Levinson is crazy and we love what you're doing. And why aren't your competitors doing this? And it's very simple. All of this stuff costs money, okay? Just to give you an example, and there's no secret, and I know Matt's still on the call with us, and I have nothing to be ashamed of, but that iSolve tool is literally thousands of dollars to activate and get started on your site, and then about $1,000 a month just to have it sitting on your website, okay? Most of our competitors can't afford to spend that kind of money, okay? Literally, it's over $100,000 a year in technology fees just from a website, okay? And we look at it like, it's like the Costco selling approach. So because of our volume, thank God, and we have some great agents. We have 16,000 agents now across the country, and we're doing millions and millions of dollars. In fact, between $20 and $30 million will hit this year of paid premium. So it's that Costco approach. It's a smaller spread that on our agents based on the larger amount of volume. And then we take a percentage of that and put it back into our sales and marketing platform, which is what you're seeing today. Okay, so that's what allows us to be able to do some of these neat things for you that most of our competitors don't have. In fact, all of our competitors don't have an iGenius sales and marketing program like Levinson has. I know that for a fact. They might have, bits and pieces, but they don't have the entire platform. Or what they'll do is they'll say, you have to be captive to us, and if you want to release, we're going to hold you captive for 6 months to a year, which we don't do. So I just want everyone to understand, why we do all of this, how we're able to do all of this, okay, and just kind of the reasoning. Now, and another thing that when you look at us and what we're doing, with our videos and the podcasts and our website, you should be doing the same exact thing, okay? Yes, our customer is you, the agent. Your customer is the prospect. But everything that we're doing with marketing and branding and technology and training and videos, you should be doing the same thing, but on a retail level. Okay, and then what happens is the carriers do it to all of us, all of the IMOs. But that's where you can get a lot of your ideas from and learn the ropes. I look at carriers and I say, wow, Pac Life just sent out an awesome marketing piece on their streamlined underwriting platform. We should do something similar. But I get so many ideas from that, and I hope you're doing the same by watching what we're doing. I always say you don't have to listen to us. Just watch what we're doing and do the same thing. Just take action, okay? Gary Vaynerchuk, when you hear him speak, okay, if you haven't heard him speak yet, you're going to learn so much about, how social media and how driving traffic to your website is so important, and how your website is your new brick and mortar storefront. It's so important now and in the future, okay? And if you think that that's wrong and your old school way of selling is the only way and the right way, well, I hate to say this, but you're going to be the yellow cab of the insurance business, okay? And we all want to be the Uber. So we want to make whatever changes are necessary and keep moving forward. I'll do whatever it takes, and I hope you're thinking along the same lines. Agency Automator updates. That's what I just went over, that iGenius marketing platform. We have some cool stuff. So now our free websites are mobile compatible. Okay, so nowadays everybody's on their cell phones. Okay, they literally have their iPhones glued to their eyeballs. And if you don't believe me, next time you're at the mall or at the beach or the park, you'll see everyone's cell phone is literally stuck to their face. What does that tell you? That tells you that you want them to be looking at your website, right? You want the consumers to find your website from their phone, and it has to be mobile compatible so they can run quotes, they can sign up online, they can read your latest insurance 411 articles, everything right from their smartphone. You can now do this. It's all free. We also added the scholarship page to your websites. We have the new VIP plan that does everything for you so you can focus on selling, and the VIP host will talk to you once a month and do all of your marketing for you from A to Z. And there's a co-op fee for all of your marketing. If you want to flip the switch to the VIP host, just let us know. We have some cool target marketing stuff. And again, we're constantly innovating and making this bigger and better for you, for our agents, right? Because we all want to be the Uber of the world and not Yellow Cab, okay? Think Netflix and not Blockbuster, okay? Constantly grow and innovate at my level and your level. Okay, we have our Positive Tuesday quote. We're going to end with this. I know I get a little carried away there. I get excited, but this is my thing, and this is how we've grown over the years. Okay, so real quick, I hope everyone takes a look at the podcast. Okay, right now we have 3 episodes. The one with Jeff Levitetz is the first official podcast version where he is our featured speaker. I'm the host. Then you'll see 2 others where I was the featured speaker for disability, one of the top DI coaches, and then I was the featured speaker for iPipeline. So those are both on there as well. You can go to your iPhone and just click on podcasts and search for Bill Levinson Experience, or you can go on YouTube. You'll see our Bill Levinson Experience version there, or from our website, or you'll see the Spotify link is going to be ready this month. So we'll announce that. But take a look at it. If you can rate it and just mention a comment about the podcast, I would really appreciate it. All this stuff we do is free, okay, for you. So the only thing I ask in return, obviously, try and place as much business as you can with Levinson, okay? We think that we take great care of you in every way that we possibly can. And then if you can share a comment or 2 or a rating, please don't hesitate, okay? All right, we're going to end with our Positive Tuesday quote. Today happens to be Positive Tuesday, and this is another example on how we market and brand on all of our social media outlets for agents. And again, you should be doing the same exact thing, but for prospects. On the left side is a picture of the Bill Levinson Experience podcast channel. That's what it will look and feel like. On the right side is our quote. We'll end with this. First, they will call you crazy, and later they will call you for advice. Here's to the crazy ones that can change the world, okay? Now it's up to you to do whatever it takes and grow your business. The goal is that we're all happy, making lots of money, and helping the end consumer. So do whatever it takes, put your right foot forward, and make it happen. Have a wonderful rest of the day, a great week, and good selling. Take care.